All right, so let's get started. What is bookkeeping? Um, so this is usually where in person, I would probably call on someone to ask and see what their thoughts of bookkeeping, but we'll go over this together for the sake of the virtual space. So bookkeeping is a process of tracking all your company's financial transactions. The purpose of this is so you can see exactly where your business is spending money. It helps you to understand where your revenue is coming from, and also even which tax deductions you'll be able to claim, right? In terms of tracking your information. Anybody have any like alternate definitions of bookkeeping? Okay. So why is bookkeeping important? And so let's go over this. So one, it gives you a clear idea of where you are financially and where you're going. So we talked about that. And it gives you a very clear idea. The importance of it is in it giving you a clear idea of where you're going, you're able to pivot when necessary, right? So I think bookkeeping, especially in an environment like we're in right now, right, where things are so uncertain, is very important because you're able to kind of see what's working, what's not working. And the more frequently you're keeping your books up, the better you're able to make adjustments. So also think about bookkeeping is not just a chore, but it's information, right? It's information that will allow you to best um, work your business and to make the best decisions for your business. It also helps you identify tax deductions, which we mentioned, right? So understanding if you're really keeping up with things you're spending money on, if you're making, certain types of contributions, if there are certain types of transactions that are write-offs, right? Certain parts of automobile expenses, if you're working out of your home, certain parts, certain percentage of your home that could be tax deductible, that sort of thing. It assists you with getting funding, right? So when you have solid, what I mean by that is when you have solid books, then you have, excuse me, solid financials, right? So bookkeeping is to be able to get through to the balance sheets, to which I believe you guys have already had a session on financial statements. So having sound bookkeeping practices will allow your financial statements to be that much better and to be sound. And so if you are keeping up with your books properly, making the right decisions, making the pivots where necessary as you're keeping up with your books, that's going to allow you to be in the position to hopefully show profitability, which will allow you to get funding. And then, I mean, lastly, but probably just as important as the first point is it helps you identify some financial mistakes, right? So it helps you to understand maybe products that you're losing money on. It may help you to understand um, that maybe your cost of your goods sold are too high. Just helps you understand where you're making some mistakes. And also, if you're really keeping up with your books too and doing reconciliations and that sort of thing, you're also able to figure out where maybe you may have made mistakes within the bookkeeping process itself.